So DHS funding talks have stalled as the partial government shutdown enters day 3, as Democrats continue to demand major reforms to ICE.
Why is it that ICE agents who are untrained are being unleashed on American communities with this type of lawlessness, violence, and brutality? Unacceptable, unconscionable, and it's un-American.
I believe they'll have no choice but to go along with us because it's so common sense and so much supported by the American people. They're losing support every day by not supporting these common sense proposals.
Here to react is House Majority Whip Tom Emmer. Congressman, thanks so much for joining the program. Okay, let's get into some of their demands. This is what they say. Make ICE agents show ID and wear body cameras. That's already happened to body cameras. Ban agents from wearing masks. Ban racial profiling. I'm not sure that's happening. Require a warrant to enter private property. Of course, they're trying to take this from the civil process to the criminal process. Are any of these things non-starters or anything that y'all can find compromise on?
Well, first off, common sense. I mean, they want law enforcement agents to show ID when they don't want voters to show ID. There's no common sense here. This is all politics. They're talking around the issue. What they're doing, Lawrence, is they want reforms that, frankly, protect illegals and criminals at the expense of tax-paying citizens. Let's go after that warrant one. You already have administrative warrants, and Americans, if they were told the truth by these guys, would understand in order to get an administrative warrant, the defendant, the subject of the warrant, has already had full due process. Now they want what they say is a judicial warrant, and on its face, it sounds reasonable, right? Well, we got to get a judicial warrant. The administrative warrant is already the same thing. Putting a judicial warrant on top of that, you'll never get a judicial warrant in the timely manner that you need to get it. So the result, mass amnesty, which is essentially what we had under the Biden administration. They want this again. They make it sound like it's something good. It's not.
Here's Tom Homan yesterday on the Sunday shows talking about the Democrats' demand. Let's play it.
I don't like the masks either. But because threats against ICE officers, are up over 1,500%, actual assaults, and threats are up over 8,000%. These men and women have to protect themselves. As far as identifying themselves, they all have placards. Some of the asks are just, I think they're unreasonable. I don't know of another law enforcement agency in the country that has an 8,000% increase in threats.
So Tom Homan went to Minnesota. He showed what happens when you cooperate. Once they start, local cops start cooperating, he was able to downsize the force there. But initially, that was not the case. Why won't they take the win of cooperation instead of this partisan battle right now?
Well, the people are. I mean, Minnesotans are really grateful for President Trump. And frankly, Tim Walz and Jacob Fry should be thanking President Trump for doing their job. They took 4,000 illegals off the streets of Minneapolis, some of the worst, rapists, murderers, drug dealers, pedophiles. By the way, Lawrence, they also located another 3,000 missing migrant children that were lost under the Biden administration. That's incredible. On this issue with the masks, another non-starter, and the reason it's a non-starter, people have to start asking real questions. You've got police who run license plates. Somebody was giving the technology to the rioters and the protesters in Minnesota to run license plates. Who's doing that? And by the way, if you can run license plates, do you have facial recognition technology as well, which is pretty sophisticated nowadays? And if you can identify who these officers are, what are you trying to do? Intimidate them? Put their lives at risk? This is what Tom Homan's talking about. We got to give our officers the tools they need and the protection they need to do their job.
And it's not just the officers. It's their families as well. I got a note this weekend. The director of ICE, his wife was followed, doxxed. His teenage son, 2 weeks ago, the same thing happened to him. There has to be enough is enough at some point. We can't have a security detail for every individual in government. I just hope there's cooler heads in this debate. Congressman, thanks so much for joining the program this morning.
Thanks, Lawrence.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.